So in this equation, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 variables, and we're asked to isolate x. We want all our x on one side of the equation, and we want to eventually get everything else to the other side of the equation. Now, a lot of students, the first impulse is to add ax over c to the other side, but that actually is going to make our life harder. We want to keep all this x on one side. We just want to get rid of the other stuff. So the next thing people say is, okay, well, let's divide by the 3. Can't do that because then I would have to divide both of these pieces by 3, which would make this messier. Same thing with multiplying by c or dividing by a. I'd have to do that over here. So our first step is to take this part of the expression and put it over one denominator. All right, so if this is 3x over 1, and I need to get these over the same denominator, that denominator would be c. So I'm going to, yep, that's right. I'm going to multiply top and bottom of this by c. So that gives me 3cx over c minus ax over c. Now I can do this subtraction, put it all over one denominator. And the reason I did this is now I can start to move things. So first of all, now I can get this c over to the other side because I've got only one term. So if I multiply both sides by c, that cancels it there. And I'm left with, okay, now here's the gold. The reason we wanted this to stay on one side is now I have 3cx minus ax. Both of these terms have an x. So I can factor it out of both terms. And now I have x times all this stuff. I can divide both sides by all this stuff and be left with, and that is how you isolate the variable x. So let's just take a quick look again. Our first step was to make this one term, because once we did that, then we could get rid of the denominator, we could factor x out of both terms, and ultimately we could divide away everything that wasn't x. Awesome. All right, watch the video again. Press pause at the beginning when you first see the equation. You try to replicate it by yourself, then watch it again. Take a look at my Algebra 2 playlist. Consider subscribing to my channel so you know when I put out a new video. And as always, keep on mathing.